And welcome to Supernatural Anti-Aging Secret number 2. As I mentioned in the introduction, our bodies are designed to heal themselves. If you cut yourself, you know the body's actually going to heal the cut. It will even knit a bone back together if you break it. So if we create the perfect environment for our body, it will naturally heal and it will age gracefully, as long as we don't interfere with the healing process. Sadly, we're always interfering with the healing process in ways that we don't even know. So I want to make you aware of a very important way that we are actually interfering with the healing process and impacting the aging process at the same time. This is a discussion about the endocrine system in our body and the chakra system. So let's dig in. So the endocrine system is a group of glands, 7 glands that secrete hormones and hormones and enzymes necessary for digestion, hormone production and regulation, immunity, metabolism, fat utilization, glucose uptake, energy conversion, and our sleep and wake cycles. The endocrine system connects to the chakras and meridian lines in the body. So our body is obviously physical, we have form, and we also have energy. And in order to experience health and well-being, we need to have both balanced. And the endocrine system is responsible for the healthy functioning of our physical being. The chakras regulate our energy system, and you'll see in a moment they're overlaid. But I want you to just take a look at where all of these glands, and this is the endocrine system. You know, in your head, hypothalamus, the pituitary gland, pineal gland are all. You know, there's third eye and crown chakras. The 5th chakra is at the throat. That's our thyroid and parathyroid gland that are responsible for metabolism. Thymus gland at the heart, adrenals and kidney and pancreas right at the solar plexus, and reproductive organs and at the 1st chakra. So if we keep the body healthy and we supply the body with what it needs to keep this endocrine system healthy, you will thrive, because this is these glands are the messengers that are sending information for the healthy functioning of every single system in your body. So, and this is how, if you see in the center here, the colorful image, there's a head with a spine going down the center. And this is how the chakras overlay the endocrine system. So at the very top, 2 chakras, we have indigo and purple, and then blue at the throat chakra and the heart chakra, and the solar plexus is the yellow, and the orange is and the orange and red are connected with our reproductive organs. So both are important. We need to have healthy endocrine system, and we need to have the chakra system healthy. So I'm going to talk to you about how to keep both healthy. In order to have the discussion, we need to understand how we're actually interfering with it. When I said our body knows how to heal itself unless we interfere with it. And we're interfering with it in ways. Our drinking water is full of chemicals. These chemicals I'm talking about right now, we'll refer to them as endocrine disruptors. Our water is full of chemicals. A lot of the packaged and processed food is full of chemicals. Plastics, personal care products, stuff we're putting on our skin. It's going directly into our bloodstream. Synthetic hormones, metals, pharmaceuticals, herbicides, petrochemicals, they're everywhere. So we need to get familiar with where these harmful chemicals are and get them out of our food, get them out of our drinking water, and get them out of our bodies, so that the endocrine system can do its job and keep us healthy and vibrant and alive. So on the left here is a cell, a healthy cell, and on the cells are receptor sites to receive hormones and chemicals. Actually will go in the receptor sites. These endocrine disruptors block the receptor sites so that the hormones that we need for the healthy functioning of every single system in our body are not able to get into our cells. Now, I just can't make it any more clear than this, that this is what's going on, and that's how these chemicals are making our body unhealthy. They're in, I will hear complaints, people say, they're in such small amounts. They're in small amounts everywhere, all over the place. And the combination, like when you may not notice it, that you're not feeling well right away. But over time, as these things build up and your cells keep dividing and they're getting less and less of the healthy hormones and healthy information, you are going to run into a problem where you have illness and disease eventually if we don't get this out of our body. I'll come back to this in a second. I want to just talk about, because this is important as well. Where do we find that? Uh-oh. I lost my, nope, other way. There we go. Back to our cells. So I want to talk to you about products that you can avoid to make sure that you're getting these chemicals out of your body. So there's what's called the dreaded P's of xenestrogens. So a lot of these endocrine disruptors are under that headline of xenestrogen. They mimic estrogen, which is a female hormone, which is why men now are noticing that they're developing, that you'll hear man boobs. Like, this is a common thing now. And it's because of these female hormones that are in almost everything. And women are, we have all kinds of, there's the reproductive challenges are extraordinary, and problems with our systems are caused by these chemicals called xenestrogens, which we will find in paint, plastic, perfumes, pesticides, personal care products, petrochemicals, parabens, and the dreaded P of all, the biggest one, is the petrochemicals. So here's a list of things you can start to avoid. I'm going to put this is in the ebook, but I want to mention a few things right now. Avoid pesticides, herbicides, fungicides. Obviously, eat organic. And I know people say it's expensive, but you know what? The cost to your health and well-being is a far greater expense. So even though it's going to cost you a little bit more now, the interesting thing that I've noticed since I started eating organic is that we need less. Your cells are looking for nutrition. When they're supplied with nutrition and your body's healthy, it craves less. So you actually need less of the organic food. Peel non-organic fruits and vegetables. I'm saying hormone-free meats and dairy products. Again, organic as much as you can. Look at the packaging to see that the animals they're fed antibiotics and all kinds of other chemicals, and then we're consuming it. So get that. If you're eating meat and dairy, if you avoid meat and dairy, that would be ideal, because we're actually taking on the animal's hormones, and that's not great for our system either. We're not supposed to be, dealing with animal hormones. We're supposed to be dealing with our own. But if you are still eating meat, just make sure you buy meat that's healthy and hormone-free as you can get it. Reduce the use of plastics wherever possible. Don't make microwave food in plastic. Don't cover food with plastic when you're putting it in the microwave. In fact, if you can, get rid of your microwave. Use glass or ceramics wherever possible. Don't leave plastic containers, especially drinking water bottles, out in the sun. Avoid freezing water bottles. Don't refill plastic bottles. In fact, try and get rid of plastic completely. Household products. Use chemical-free, biodegradable laundry detergent and household cleaning products. Think about it. The laundry detergent, those clothes are going directly on our skin. Our skin absorbs those chemicals right into your bloodstream. And when you're cleaning the house, if there's chemicals in, even on the cloth that we're using or a sponge, it's going into our hand and directly into your bloodstream. Wear gloves when you're cleaning, and try and find healthy cleaning products. Choose chlorine-free products, unbleached paper products, even tampons, menstrual pads, toilet paper, paper towels. These have chlorine in them, and you want to find healthy sources there as well. Health and beauty products, like honestly, this is one area we really need to pay attention to. Even shampoo, conditioner, makeup you put on your skin, skin creams, they're full of chemicals. So I put a list of all the chemicals that we need to be really concerned about. Print that list off and carry it with you in your bag. If you're buying things and you're not sure, look at the list of chemicals they put in it. And I promise you, they're not always reporting everything that's in there. So the healthier you can get, the more natural you can get, the better off you're going to be. Yeah, soaps, toothpaste, even condoms and diaphragms they say look at the labels on there because there's a lot of chemicals in them. At the office, be aware of noxious gas from photocopiers, printers. They're even at the gas pump. Just stay as far away from those fumes as you can get. Okay, so the idea here is that you want to clean up the whole environment so that your cells are healthy, so that they can receive the hormones and the information that they need and the nutrients they need to stay healthy. They'll keep you healthy, vibrant, alive, and keep you young. Now to this I mentioned, and I want to show you this now. One of the anti-aging secrets I'm going to touch on later is about dealing with emotions and how they relate with stress, because we know stress is a big contributor. But I wanted to show you this now while we're talking about the endocrine system and the chakras, because, and I'll probably bring this slide up again later, but how the emotions play into this, because at the very bottom you'll see the red chakra. It's fear. When we're feeling fear, it affects the healthy functioning of that chakra, which affects the endocrine glands, which are all of our reproductive organs. The second one, when we feel guilt, that chakra deals with pleasure and sensuality and sexuality. And so when we experience guilt, it blocks the flow of that energy, which affects the adrenals in that area. Shame, right at the solar plexus, that blocks our sense of who we are, actually, and this is our personal power center. So shame, any kind of shame, and we are experiencing an epidemic of shame. Grief at the heart, it will block the flow of energy there. And the fifth chakra, it says lies, but this is more about not being able to speak our truth, not expressing ourselves, and our creatively expressing who we are in the world. And at the brow here, what we call the third eye chakra, illusion. So these are, things that we've come to believe, and stories that we tell ourselves, and things that we're in our operating system that just are really not true. And ego attachment. So I am going to talk about that more later, but I really just wanted to touch on this now, because the chakras and the endocrine system are, they overlie each other. So we need to be familiar with both. And depending on your genetic and emotional predispositions, the combination of chakras and or toxin overload eventually produce disease on the underlying organs that they are close with. So it is really important that we, get the chemicals out of our body and deal with our emotions in a really healthy way. I'm going to give you some tools for that later on, and start putting health into your body, and it will give you much more life, energy, vibrancy, vitality, and you will feel great. So I'll see you in the next video.